Hi, and welcome to this tutorial on sound effects customization. Let's start by customizing the initial start sounds that you find here. And here you can test them. Let's say we want to change them with these other alternatives. So we can go and drag and drop them into the jump start sounds and delete the original ones, like that. And now we can play and test. So let's now focus on the layer sounds. We can find the list of all the layers that we're using here, plus the generic effect preset and the water effect presets that we're going to use if we don't have any surface specified or when we are in the water. And here you can change and see what's your sounds lists, and you can assign multiple or one terrain layers to. So let's say we want to add one more for snow. Let's create sound effects. We can call it snow. And then we can drag and drop the sound effects that we want to use, the sound clips. So for example, we're going to use these ones. These 3 are for landing. And these 6 ones are for walking. Now it should already work for custom objects, not the terrain, but for objects that has a collider. So let's just create a random cube. We can scale it a little bit. And let's create also a material so it's a little more snowy, like that. So now we're going to add a component that is called object layer here, and we're going to use the snow preset. It's very important that our object has a collider attached to it, otherwise it's not going to be detected. So let's play and test. And now we can make it work with also the terrain. To do that, we're going to create a new terrain layer here. So create terrain layer, and let's call it snow. And we can add also a texture. I'm going to use this one just for testing. And now we can add it to our terrain and start to paint it. So here's our snowy layer in the terrain. And now we're going to add this terrain layer to our preset, the snow preset. So let's go and find it here. We'll add it as the layers. We can add multiple, but we just need one in this case. So before starting, we're going to add the preset to the preset list inside the player controller. And now we're ready to test.